Hello, welcome back to the next installment of Finding Your Way. For the NAFC, I'm Lucas Catton. And today I wanted to talk about something that we often hear about in everyday society and certainly within our professions, but sometimes we're not sure quite exactly what that means. And that is the subject of mindfulness. Now, sometimes people think that mindfulness is only about meditation, or that it's only about Eastern-based philosophy, or maybe even that it's just a little foo-foo, or something that those people use over there. But in reality, it's so much more than all of that. And one of the people I like to refer back to regarding the subject is Jon Kabat-Zinn. He was the founder of the Mindfulness Based Stress Reduction program, or MBSR, that he actually started back in the University of Massachusetts Hospital back in the 1970s. And not only did he bring over Eastern meditative practices and other parts, but he also combined that with the fact that he has a PhD in molecular biology from MIT. So there's a lot more than just sitting and being there. Now, one of the things that is helpful is to get a definition from it. So one of the definitions that Jon Kabat-Zinn uses is mindfulness is awareness that arises through paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. And we'll break that down just a little bit. Awareness is such a key component because a lot of us walk around our daily lives being unaware of things that are going on around us. And by paying attention, with directed attention, we are able to become more aware of what is happening within ourselves, what is happening around us. And by doing so in a way that is non-judgmental, meaning we're able to be here in this moment right now, in this present moment, without wishing things were different, without hoping something else happened, without wishing we were somewhere else. Just here, non-judgmentally, in the present moment, paying attention. And that really is what all these different practices are about, because when we start to do that, we let go of many of the things that are consuming our time and attention and causing, stress, anxiety, depression, lots of different things that start to build up over time. And by realizing that right now in this moment, things may actually be okay, or we can be okay with what is occurring, then we can start to feel some relief from that. And since back then, in the 1970s when he started the program, and through all the different people who have contributed to this field, thousands around the world for sure, there have been minimally hundreds of peer-reviewed studies that have shown the effectiveness of mindfulness-based practices in our daily lives. There have also been many different therapies that have been created as spinoffs or as a result of that. Some of those include Mindfulness Based Cognitive Therapy, Mindfulness Based Relapse Prevention, Dialectical Behavioral Therapy, or DBT, and ACT, Acceptance and Commitment Therapy. There are so many different things where mindfulness can be used in a therapeutic setting in all of our different fields and in our daily lives for individuals that help us to feel better physically, mentally, and socially as we go about living. And that's really what it's about. It's about the application of all these things to have a better experience of life. And mindfulness isn't just meditation, as I said. It also includes other forms of mindful practices, such as mindful movement. Yoga can be one of those. There's also mindfully walking, mindfully eating, doing things where we're just paying attention to one thing that we're doing at that moment without being off thinking about something else or wishing something else were different, etc. And when we do that and we become more aware in each of these things that we do every day, we also find that we start to enjoy the things that we do more each day because it's done so with more intention and more purpose. And we're able to express more gratitude for the things and for the experiences that we have and the relationships that we have and so on. So many things can blossom out of mindfulness itself. You can do mindful activities such as washing the dishes, such as in arts and crafts and lots of different things. So I think that's really what it comes back to. And I would encourage you, if you have any questions at all, to take a look at some of the research, some of these peer-reviewed studies that show a real statistical improvement in many different areas of life, physically, mentally, and otherwise. And as always, if you'd like to, you can always hit me up at lucascatton.com. And I would certainly love to hear some input, feedback, and questions at any time. Until next time, I'm Lucas Catton, and this is Finding Your Way for the NAFC.